Welcome back to my channel. I do hope y'all keeping it cool, content classy tonight. And I just felt the need to do a live real quick. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I just felt the need to come on here and talk my ish. And I'm gonna do a couple tarots. But for the most part, I'm just fucking around right now, y'all. So. I'm not really sure. I thought that it would be a little more entertaining by now, but I don't. I thought I'd have a little more to say. Basically, I guess that fuck. It is. I'm not on anything, in case y'all wondering. I'm just like crazy. Anyway, so basically, I feel like that's kind of what it is, though. I feel like that's kind of what it is. Kind of like this is just like I'm speaking to people right now that feel like they trust themselves to lose it a little bit, you know? I feel like we have been cool, kind, and classy for so long that we just like haven't had really any space to make mistakes. We really haven't had any space to just be ourselves. We really haven't had any space to just like be, like truly sit within ourselves and just be okay with like not being where we are, and to just understand that it's okay, because it's really not about where we want to get. It's really not. So it's really about where we are. So this for my people out here. And I know my people is out here somewhere. So I refuse. And maybe that is why I'm getting such a giddy energy, because I truly feel that this is for the people that are like finally like accepting themselves. And maybe that's why nobody's in the chat. Maybe that's why there's nobody here right now. Which is, hang on. Don't need to worry. Which is fine. It sucks, but it would be pretty cool if I had a few more people to talk to. But, you know. At least I have myself. I'm just really grateful to have myself. And like that is kind of why I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be alive. What a time to be. But this is coherent, if you will, with the energy that is essentially the opposite of this. So it's like to be you will have people that are not, and you will have people that are trying to take away the fact that you are. So it's like whatever, you know. And like that's like so much of what I've been experiencing lately, and it really it like makes me so sad. It makes me so sad, and it just sometimes it makes me want to give up. And then I realize that if I were to come this far and then give up now, then it would be counterproductive. And it wouldn't only be counterproductive, but it would just be a waste of time. It would be a waste of time to revert now. It would be a waste of time to go backward now. To just be somebody I'm not, so that I can fit in? Like if I really don't have anybody in my life for the rest of my life, it's like at least I fit in with myself. At least I fit in my own skin, y'all. Like that's really all I can ask for. And that's all I really needed. And And it sucks because now that I have that, I realize how many people I don't have. Which, okay, if that's how it has to be, then that's how it has to be. I've been like really seeing myself more and more lately, having to truly allow people to leave, allow people, and when they don't leave, I have to insist, I have to truly insist that, it doesn't have anything of value. In the long run, it won't truly sustain either of us. And that's okay, because I would rather be honest now with how I feel than be honest with how I feel 20 years from now. So I have that. And I'm so tired because I always feel like sometimes I try to, make videos and I try to be somebody that I'm not necessarily in order to fit in. A majority of the time I am myself, and I don't get reciprocated, and I understand because, it is what it is. But at the same time, it, like I said, it would just be nice to have like human connection. And I'm really grateful that out of all of this, I haven't lost myself in the process of losing so many people. And I'm starting to realize that it hasn't really been much of a loss. It hasn't actually been much of a loss for me. It's just, it's more disappointing. Confirmation. It's more disappointing, and I feel like I'm just kind of talking to myself in my videos, which is great that I have that space. But it's like, one day something is gonna stick. Something is going to stick one day, and I will be able to connect with more people than ever. But for now, it's about that acceptance. It's about that acceptance that the people that I needed were not there. And this is just like kind of a straying from my YouTube population regarding my subscribers, but it's more about the fact that people throughout my general life, when I really needed them, I just didn't get that. So it's like, to really step back and be with myself, I was forced to truly understand that. And now that I have genuinely understood this, first of all, I'm ready to move on. And and second of all, it made me realize how to have yourself is something that you can't force. Like, you can force relationships, you can force friendships, but you can't force having yourself. You can't lie to yourself about having yourself, because deep down if you have yourself or not. Got an itch. You already know. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like this is that kind of energy where it's like, okay, this is the end. This is the end, y'all. 9/11. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. That was so this is like really just sitting back. Like, I don't feel like you're in a performative era anymore. I think this is for a collective that has thoroughly entertained. Thoroughly entertained. So you're truly just sitting back and you're saying like, yeah, whatever. Like, who's gonna entertain me? Like, sometimes I need a little reciprocation, and sometimes I need a little bit of space to see how worthy I am, and I just feel like I don't really get that. and this is truly that energy. Yeah, this is truly just that energy of like, whatever, like I'm giving up. Like I'm giving up. I am not giving up on myself, but I'm giving up on everything that I was taught about myself. And that includes the trying to fit in. That includes the waiting for people. That includes the lies that you tell yourself just to get through the day. It's like you're just not doing it anymore. You just woke up one day and you said like, this is really starting to like negatively affect my life. And it's like somebody is gonna relate to the things I say, and that's why I keep going, because I have people always telling me to stop, always. But I keep going because I know that there is somebody like me. And that in itself is keeping me going. 11/11. I just feel like this is a very disappointed energy. Yeah. There's a disappointed energy of like really just sitting with the world. You're sitting with this world, and I think that like this is also from a collective that sees how beautiful that they are. So you had no choice but to sit with yourself if you wanted to like survive with yourself. If you wanted to come out on the other end with who you are, then you knew that you would have to sit back and say like, I really gotta look at the world as it is. I gotta accept the world as it is. Because I keep trying to pretend that I can compensate for all of it. I keep trying to pretend that I can show up and be what other people need. I keep trying to pretend that I can show up and, drain myself so that others can feel better about who they are. So that others can feel complete. I keep like incompleting myself so that others can feel complete is really what it comes down to. So this is definitely time that we don't do that anymore. It's definitely time to say no. Because you will get a variety of opportunities. I swear this to you. You will get a variety of opportunities. And you may just be coming out of isolation right now. You may just be coming out of hermit mode right now. But you are going to slowly align with a variety of opportunities that give you the space to revert. And to continue to be yourself through that, that's the gift. That's the gift, to have yourself. Because the destination is just a bonus, essentially. You don't have to get to your destination to be happy. You really don't. You don't have to get to the end of your life. You don't have to get to everything you've been working so hard on to be happy. So it's about what you have right now. So this is really for the people that, have sat with that. And for anybody who hasn't sat with that, this is your call to sit with such. Because, a lot of people don't understand me. And I start expecting that. I started expecting people to not understand me after a certain amount of time. I started expecting unabundant people to come in my life, lacking people to come into my life, and, essentially try to take everything that I have, and then use my strength against me, essentially. Yeah, exactly, for sure. So I'm just sitting back and I'm letting everybody show me who they are, and it's nice because, I'm not happy, I'm not where I want to be, I'm not even thoroughly who I want to be to the pinnacle, because I'm not in the environment that I need to thrive. So because of this, I don't get to be my full self. So to not be your full self and to still insist who you are is such a beautiful gift. I mean, you really can't buy that. You really can't Get that on Amazon. You really can't borrow that off a friend. That's just something that you have to know within yourself. And it's like, you know, I've gotten to a point in my life where the lack doesn't make any sense to me. And I think that's the hardest part. I think that is the most heartbreaking part, because I truly have grieved the disappointment. I truly have grieved the heartbreak. I have grieved the pain and the loss. But to live the lack, right? To live the lack and to try to get through it and to try to become yourself through it and to try to accept who you are regardless of said lack. You know, a lot of people don't get that opportunity. So, you know, I get why I don't have a lot of people that follow me. I get why I don't have a lot of people that, you know, see me. Because a lot of people don't see themselves enough to listen to what I have to say. So I can't do much about that, but that doesn't mean that I should quit. You know, I'm just here to speak my truth. And like, yeah, it hurts that like I have such lack prevalent in my life, but it's not going to stop me. Now, I think that anybody who is listening, anybody who does hear this, I really feel like these are people that have prevailed through a variety of obstacles, have prevailed through a variety of projections and evil eye and pain and loss and hurt. And, excuse me, because of this, it's kind of just been this expectation of the lack. It's just been an expectation of the pain and an expectation of the unreciprocative people. But it gets to the point where it's not just about you anymore. It gets to the point where it's not just about the way that you think. It's not just about the way that you perceive yourself. It's not just about the pain and the lack and this and that. It's about the way that other people treat you. So to insist that you don't deserve something from the universe is one thing, but to have people in your life that just don't give you that is a whole nother. And when these people don't give you that consistently, it gets to the point where it's like, now I have to be alone, because I would rather be alone. I would rather be alone than to have so many options. But for all of these options to be untrue, for all of these options to be empty, for all of these options to be something that is going to inevitably make me feel empty, I would rather be alone. So it's like, this is a phase, is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is truly a phase for collective to live through the hurt, to live through the pain, to live to live through the distrust. And like, this is the thing, because these people that are living through this, they know that this is not of them. They know that this is not definitive of who they are. So, it's like we are being everything that we were taught was going to make us bitter. 1919. We are being everything that we were taught was going to change the way that we view ourselves. So it's like, you know, people have always told me that I'll understand when I'm older and this and that. But now that I'm older, I just understand that they let their emotions get the best of them. So it's like, wow, I truly feel so alone. I do. I feel lonely, but I know I'm not alone, because there's so much for me. And not only is there so much for me, but I just know that there's essentially, first of all, there is interest on everything that I have been hiding for myself. Like all of the gifts that I haven't been receiving, this interest of these gifts is packing up. So there's that, but there's also just there's like this feeling of knowing I'm alone for the right reason. Knowing I'm alone for the right reason. And I know that when I'm not meant to be alone anymore, then everything will rapidly pick itself up. But I feel like it's just like this phase. It's truly coming down to a phase. And this phase is stemming from distrust. I really feel like this phase is stemming from distrust, and this phase is stemming from a perspective that has had an ongoing theme in my life. So it's like, hang on, I gotta get clarity here too. I have the 10 of Cups. Got, I think, the 10 of Swords. 2, 9. Yeah, okay, 9. I'm still learning, y'all. I got the 9 of Swords and 9 of Cups. And I got a reversed Sun. I have the High Priestess and a Lack. I have a 6. 10 of Pentacles reversed, and I have the Star upright. So, what am I feeling here? What am I feeling here? Let's talk about this. Let's really talk about it. Because I'm trying to figure this out too, y'all. It's like, I'm just saying them. Just look at them. Alright. Just look. At the end of the day, like, my cards are like my friends. My cards are really my friends, y'all. And what they telling me right now? Okay, so I just really feel like collective is in a very lack energy because of where we came from. And I feel like we're living in the shadow, but we're living through the shadow with balance and lack. We have, this is the thing, because we have balance, but we were taught lack. We are shown lack currently. And I think that this is really going to contribute to a direct reflection of who we actually are as a person, because all of this lack is leading up to something. That's what I'm getting here. Confirmation. Excuse me. Yeah, I really feel like it's okay, this fucking sucks. It's like this energy, I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of feeling alone. I'm so tired of feeling like I don't have anybody to rely on. And a majority of people are looking at me with distaste and lack and wounds. Ooh, yeah. So you got people in your life. That are looking at you with wounds. They are looking at you directly through their wounds, but they're not seeing you. They're not hearing what you're saying. They're not actually understand. They're not resuscitating, if you will. That's what I'm getting. They're not resuscitating. Yeah, they're not resuscitating what you have given them to begin with. So you're giving these people all of this energy, and they're not actually present to give it back. And they're not present to give it back because they are in a time in their life that they just don't feel good enough. They just don't feel good enough because they have never seen what was outside of what they were taught. Yeah. But anyway, enough about people. Enough about other people, y'all. We don't take these cards. But yes, I'm getting that, like, regardless of how you're living, regardless of how lackluster your life is, regardless of how painful everything is, regardless of the torment, if you will, you have so much coming in. And I feel like all of this pain and this distrust and this distaste, if you will, it's all giving you space to actually, like, lay ground for the right people, to lay ground for the genuinity, to lay ground for what is actually going to serve you. Because the people that, I mean, like, Spirit is directly putting you in the place to have to cut off the people that are not serving you and essentially build a moat. This is like a moat energy here. So, like, you're building this moat because to build that moat, right, is to give the right people that want to come into your life the option to, like, actually walk over, to, like, trust themselves enough to walk over the bridge that connects them to you. So it's like you're going to start seeing people try harder and harder to get across this moat. And I'll tell you, people are not, whoa, ooh, I caught him though. Ooh, I caught him though. I do not like dropping my cards, y'all. But you're going to see people more and more frequently, now more than ever, try to, like, trust themselves enough to walk across this bridge, but they just won't, because they don't like go within. They are not going within, and they are not, like, seeing who they are. So it's like part of them thinks, like, okay, well, even if I cross this moat, do I trust this person across the moat enough to, like, excuse me, be there for me if I get hurt crossing this moat? So just like a minuscule example, but, like, this is just an energy of, like, I'm done being the one to cross the moat. So it's like you're literally sitting back in your castle where you belong, and you're saying, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait, and I'll wait for the rest of my life if I have to. But I think, like, a part of you knows that you don't have to do that. I think a part of you knows that, like, it is not going to be the rest of your life, because this is an energy that you are turning other people down for. You have this, like, soulmate energy. Like, you have, let me think. I have a reversed 5 of cups, upward pentacles. Upward pentacle. Okay. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? I just really feel like this energy is, like, based on, okay, so it's like, you know, the both of you have wounded inner children, right? Like, the both of you are working currently with your inner child that is always going to be wounded until you truly come into contact with your soulmate. Like, this soulmate is going to essentially heal you. This soulmate is going to heal you, and the soulmate is really going to show you everything that you have within yourself. And it is going to encourage you to set out on a whole new expedition of actually being with the people that are here for you and like making you feel good. So this is all in relation to the star energy, because you're, like, coming home. You're coming home. And you're saying, like, I need to sit in this castle because, like, I don't want to, if the alternative to sitting in this castle and just, like, being myself and being with myself and, like, waiting for the right people to come in is running around willy-nilly and never actually, like, getting the sustenance I need for my soul is the alternative. And I don't really want that. So it's just like, you're sitting within yourself. See, like, You're getting treated like you're nothing consistently because people don't want to cross this moat. This is the issue. Ooh, that is exactly what I'm getting here, y'all. People don't want to cross this moat, so they want you to say, you know what, maybe I'm blah, blah, blah. Maybe I don't this, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I did that. Like all these things about yourself so that you can lie to yourself and that you will cross the moat for them because they don't want to take the risk. But you are going to run into somebody who is not worried about that. Like they're not thinking about like what's going to happen if I fall in, blah, 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 blah. They're just thinking about like, I need this person. I need this person to cross the moat. And if they are not on this other side, like I will go to them. And that is the energy. It's like, yeah, I feel like, okay, so this is like your soulmate. This is like a soulmate energy of like, it's like literally directly correlating. I know I sound like I might be talking on my neck, but I'm just excited. So it's like, you got this person, right? And they're like, no, life, don't cross that moat. Life is supposed to be about greed and structure and concrete evidence. And then like, you got your soulmate and like realistically, ooh, and it doesn't matter whether or not you're a female or a male. So you got your soulmate and this is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is like very intuitive, very in touch with emotions within themselves, very reliable, very honest, very loving and capable. So it's like people are portraying this person as incapable because they are putting their emotions to the side, putting their worries to the side, and just being like, I need to get across this fucking moat, okay? And like people are looking at them like, you're crazy. Like, you're insane. And you're not going to be able to do that. You can't do that. That's like the energy that is really coming down to. You're never there right now. It's like this naggy energy. So it's like, this is actually like gonna end. This is ending off on a really good note. I was not expecting this. I really was expecting the whole video to just be monotone. But it's like actually going a really good way. And like, I was not expecting this, medieval reference. It's like, you're literally picking up on something that was taken from you years ago. You're picking up on something that was taken from you eras ago. So, oh, what am I seeing? Yeah, okay. So you have people that are like, I'm concrete. I'm black and white. I'm blah, 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 blah. So it's like you got this energy over here and they're just like, you know what? I'm going to go with what I was taught because I'm afraid to cross the moat. And then you got people over here and they're like, we crossed the moat. We crossed the moat, dude. And it's great over here. And then you got this energy over here. It's like literally opposing energies. And then this energy, 3322, is consistently trying to like knock this one off its game. But it's like, this energy is just continuously rising. And this one is continuously plummeting. So it's like, okay, I'm sorry, I can't even hear you from up here anyway. Hello? Yeah, I didn't. I can't hear you. I can't hear you because the reciprocation is so bad because, I don't know, you're like on the other side of the world, whatever, like just a hypothetical. But like this person is like moving so far away from you because you're like insisting yourself. I feel like that's the message. You're just like finally learning to insist yourself. And because of this, you're finally coming out of hermit mode. Yeah, dude, for sure. You're finally coming out of hermit mode and you're saying, I'm just not I physically am incapable of being the person that people need me to be to feel better about themselves. So you're like stepping up for yourself. You're stepping up for yourself and you're saying, this is who I am. I'm reciprocative. I'm loving. I'm supposed to be happy. Like I'm light. I'm light. And nobody can take that away from me. So You're like finally like you're slowing down, and within this slowing down, you're having people try to like rush. Like people around you are trying to rush to like get you to be humble. So it's a lie. It's a lie. I mean, that's like what I'm here to tell you is that you're being lied to. And you're having people in your life that are trying to convince you that you're somebody that you're not in order to once again come over that moat, come out of your castle, come out of your comfort, come out of your knowing and your truth so that you can meet me at mine. Yeah, so be careful. Be careful. And as I said in my last live, trust the right people. Know when to trust somebody, but know when to not trust somebody. Okay, so y'all keep it moving. Oh.